Hey, what's going on? It's Ruse, and I'm bringing back another video with analysis of Dallas versus Houston. And I've just wanted to do one of these videos for a while now, and I guess it's just the perfect idea. I'm also putting my predictions for this video as I haven't done any yet throughout this whole season. So I'm trying to get this out quickly. It's really early in the morning, and without further ado, let's get into the analysis. Now, Dallas and Houston, as I said before. They've faced twice. They did not face in Stage 2. They avoided that match of each other. And the first match, Houston just 4-0'd them because they had a ton of maps Houston were good at, and just Dallas was going through one of their depression state, I guess. And just they had Junkertown, which we all know Houston's just amazing at, and just everything about that. Same with that. Effect tried his hardest in Stage 3, but just couldn't do it. They tied one map on Volskaya, I think, and that was about it for that one. And then moving on to this one with the new comp, if you go and actually look at the standings right now, Dallas is in 6th place right now with Houston in 5th. So they are really close. They're both 4-2, with winning 4 matches, losing 2 matches throughout the first 3 weeks. And Dallas has a +3 differential, and Houston has a +5 differential. So it's really close, other than Houston just winning 2 more maps than Dallas. So let's just, I'm actually going to be bringing in the win percentage, the fight win percentages for each map, and the times they've played it for each map. And then I'm going to be going over who I think will win each set or map. And then we'll eventually move, if we need to, we'll go into a tie, see who will win the tiebreaker. I think is Nepal. Pretty sure it's Nepal. We'll go over that, and then I'm just going to be going over this one match, and after this, I'm actually going to go over I'm going to be going over the other matches of Week 4. If you just want to stay tuned in for that, I'll try to be quick with those as fast as I can. But just let's get into the rest of this. Now the first map is going to be Kings Row. Now if we go look at Dallas, they have a 33.3% win percentage and a 46.9 win percentage and 3 times played. Meanwhile, Houston being 75 win percentage, 61.3% fight win percentage, and 4 times played. Houston has played it one more time than Dallas, which does make sense why their stats would be a little bit better. But even if they did it 3 times, I think Houston would still have the better stats at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to say, with the meta, with just, personally I think Muma being a better Reinhardt, and they have Spree and Coolmat to be a good Zarya and Linkser. I think they have the better tanks for this map, which is really what Kings Row focus on. The main heroes for Kings Row are usually Hanzo, Reinhardt, and Zarya. So I think they have Houston has those better heroes in general. So I'm going to give the first one to Houston. Now moving on to the next map, we have Hanamura. Now Dallas has a 75 win percentage and a 53.2 win percentage. Same win percentage as Kings Row, but just a little lower fight win percentage, and they've played it 4 times. Houston has a 33.2 win percentage, 36.2 fight win percentage, and 3 times played. Now, just also looking at past matches too, Dallas is, I think their best control, might be their best control, I think that, and just, I don't know, but just that, and I think it's their best control map, so Dallas, I'm going to give this one to them, and I think at halftime, it'll probably be tied 1-1, unless they tie one of the 2 maps, so I think at halftime it'll be 1-1, Houston-Dallas. Now moving into the third map, the assault map, Lijiang Tower. Dallas has a 50 win percentage, 43.5 win percentage, and 2 times played. Now, Houston has a 100% win percentage and a 60.6 win percentage in 2 times played. So obviously, Houston has a larger win percentage. They've won both times, and they have a larger fight win percentage. They've both only played it twice, though. Houston winning it twice, Dallas winning it once. Dallas could maybe win this, but I just think, just looking at the stats, Houston will probably be better on this set, and I'm going to give this one to Houston. It'll be tied, or it'll be 2-1 Houston-Dallas. Now moving into the third map, we have Dorado, or fourth map, my bad, Dorado. Dallas has a 50 win percentage, and Houston has a 54.1 win percentage, and they've played it twice. And Houston has a 0 win percentage, 34.3 fight win percentage, and a 2 times played. I'm sorry if I've messed up any of the stats and I accidentally said like win percentage over fight win percentage, fight over win. Just my bad. I think you guys know what I mean. I'm going from win, fights, and times, that order. Now, Dallas obviously has the better stats. They both only played it twice, this stage. And, I'm going to give this one to Dallas. I think it'll be tied 2-2. Now, Dallas and Houston neither have played, the Nepal tiebreaker, which is just, so all of their matches have either just been like, 3-1s, 3-0s. They've never gone to a 5th map this stage. So, all of them are just 0% win, 0% fight, 0 times played for both of them. So, honestly, I think this map could just be played in any way. Dallas is probably gonna run the May strat, they might, with the Brigitte. But I think with just the meta that we're in right now, it's mainly just Brigitte. I think Dallas could actually have a chance over Houston. So I think the prediction for this map is going to actually be 3-2 Dallas-Houston or 3-1 Dallas-Houston. That's just my prediction for this whole match. And it could flip either way because remember, they both have 2-2, and the last one, 0 win percentage. They both have 0, so it could flip either way, because I know Jake and Muma and, I know they can also play pretty good Brigitte, but I think that the best three Brigittes in the league are Mickey, Prophet, and, maybe Sinatra. I think those are the best 3 Brigittes, and with the meta we're in, Mickey being an amazing Brigitte, I think Dallas is actually going to bring it home, and with Siegel's amazing diva, #1 diva in the league right now. He's a pretty good, I guess, kind of flex player. He can also play DPS. Just with that, I think that Dallas is actually going to be able to beat Houston. And now we move into the matches of Stage 4. The first match, which is right now, I think it says right now 14 hours, 52 minutes. It'll be Seoul Dynasty versus the Boston Uprising. And with just Boston Uprising, not in the meta, just like, I think they're 0-6. They went 10-0 last stage. They were amazing. Now they just dropped. They're 0-6 right now. I'm not putting any shame on the Boston Uprising. They're still a great team. They're most likely going to make playoffs, even if they do go 0-10, they might still make playoffs. I'm going to give it to Seoul Dynasty 4-0, 3-1. The next one is the Shanghai Dragons and Florida Mayhem. These two are at the bottom of the tiers. They are, Shanghai is 12th, Florida is 11th. These two are the just very bottom of the two. Now, just with Shanghai, they've been getting a lot better, and Florida with their new additions, with Stage 3 being Saya Player and Awesome Guy. Florida Mayhem, it seems as they've started to look a little worse, and just Shanghai's been getting a lot better with Giguri, Otto, Fearless, the new additions of the Korean rosters to their team. I still think Florida is going to be able to beat them 3-2. I think it's still going to be a really close match. The next one is Dallas and Houston. I obviously just went over that match if you weren't if you just skipped over it. And Los Angeles, next one, Thursday, it'll be Los Angeles Valiant versus London Spitfire. Los Angeles Valiant just beat New York Excelsior, even though New York Excelsior didn't look like they were at their peak performance, because they've automatically made playoffs no matter what, and just, so they can just chill, relax, just lose the rest of their matches if they wanted to, and just take a break, give some of their teammates a break. But even Valiant tried really hard in that match, and they beat them 3-2, and Valiant didn't get a single point on them, so I think that Valiant's going to be able to beat London Spitfire, even though with Birdring has been getting better. I think, and Prophet being a great Brigitte, I think Valiant's going to be able to win 3-2. The next one being Los Angeles Gladiators, New York Excelsior. I think that just with Los Angeles Gladiators, they are a great team. They've only lost once, and that was to the Valiant earlier last week. So, still, New York Excelsior being the best team in the league, I think they're going to be able to beat Los Angeles Gladiators 3-1, 3-2. Now, the next match being San Francisco Shock versus Philadelphia Fusion. Philly Fusion was one of the best teams, and they've slowly been dropping, and they've just, I guess they've tried a little bit of a new roster with Sato and Hotba as their tank line, and just Carpe still being amazing, and with EQO with his wrist injury, I think Shock's gonna be able to win, just with the meta, just with Sinatra, and just I think they're gonna win 3-1, or just 3-1, I think. Next one, June 8th, it is going to be Boston Uprising versus Shanghai Dragons. Shanghai and Boston, they're both 0-6 this stage. Boston has still been looking great, and some of their matches have been close, but I think that Boston's going to be able to beat Shanghai, and I think Shanghai is honestly going to go 0-40, sadly, without winning a whole match this whole season. Boston's going to win probably 4-0, 3-1. Next one being Florida Mayhem versus Dallas. Dallas looks amazing this meta. Doesn't look that good, and Florida may have beat them twice the past 2 times. I think Dallas is going to be able to win 3-1, 4-0, or just 3-1 or 4-0. Next one being Philadelphia Fusion and Seoul Dynasty. Now this map could be close, because these two teams have both been looking a little worse, I guess, kind of, from their peak performances in Stage 2. And I think Seoul Dynasty has just been looking a lot better. They're in the playoffs run instead of Philadelphia Fusion, I think, right now. So I'm going to give it to Seoul Dynasty 3-2. Next one being London Spitfire and Los Angeles Gladiators. The past Los Angeles Gladiators has beat London Spitfire almost every single time, actually, except for maybe Stage 1, because they didn't have Fisher. Just with how good Fisher is and just amazing he is, I think that Los Angeles Gladiators is going to be able to win 3-2, even though with Prophet and Birdring, I think it's going to be a 3-2 Glads. New York Excelsior versus the Shock. I think New York Excelsior is obviously going to win, probably 3-1 or 4-0. Next one being Houston and Valiant. And this is the last match of this week. Outlaws and the Valiant, they both look like really good teams, but sadly though, Valiant just looks amazing, and just Outlaws, and just, I guess Outlaws is still a really great team. I think Valiant's still gonna win with a, just, let's say, 3-1 or 3-2. I think Valiant's gonna win over the Houston. Now those were all of my just predictions, and just I went over that match, and just like, comment, subscribe, the usual. Just if you want to turn on notifications, your choice. Just let me know if you want any other type of videos on this channel.
Anything else? Any last words from you?
I mean, thanks to all our fans, couldn't do without you, and in the wise words of a good friend of mine, rolled and smoked my doggies.
Thank you so much.
That shit that runs up to the fucking enemy bench of some dude that has like a broken arm, says, "Get fucked! I'll play, dude! I smoked you, dude!" No, you didn't smoke shit. No, shut your fucking mouth, go back there, suck a fat cock. I mean, he would like it, but
so many games.